Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm very excited because this is the first official 5 to Thrive series, and I've started with my all-time favorite passion, which is books, as you can see. They're all around me. So for today I have pulled together my top 5 favorite books of all time, which was really challenging, but these are just my classic go-to must-reads that I recommend to everybody, that I read over and over again. So let's jump into it. So first on the list, in no particular order, is the Harry Potter series! Woo! I am absolutely obsessed with Harry Potter. It is my favorite book series of all time. I've been to the Universal Studios tour, I've got the uniform, I've got all the merchandise. I'm just obsessed. So I've been reading Harry Potter for like the 20th time on my Kindle. I do own all the books as well, but as I've been traveling a little bit, a Kindle is a really great way to have all the books with me and travel light and still be able to read a lot. I think my favorite Harry Potter books would be the third one and the fourth one, I believe. I am currently reading the fifth one again at the moment, and I do adore it as well. It's just, I don't like Umbridge, she just brings me down, so it's not my top one. J.K. Rowling is a genius. So second on the list is Little Women. I adore this story. It is absolutely a classic, and it follows 4 sisters growing up in New England around the Civil War. They're quite a poverty family, but they're absolutely just filled with love, and it goes through all of their family crisis and their family burdens and love and boys and just growing up, and it's just lovely. It's from the perspective of Jo March, who is a writer, and she's very clever and a bit of a tomboy, and her finding her way through the world. It is also a really lovely film, so I highly recommend this one. It is a classic. Third on the list is my all-time favorite author, Philippa Gregory, and the book The Other Boleyn Girl. This is potentially one of her most famous books, and it was turned into a film as well. This is a really great book to start with if you're interested in reading some historic fiction novels. It follows the very famous story of Anne Boleyn and King Henry VIII, but it is from the perspective of her sister Mary, who is a little bit more unknown of, and that's why I adore this story, because it isn't as famous and you get a lot more of a different insight from her point of view. Mary was King Henry VIII's mistress, and the story actually starts with Henry still married to Catherine of Aragon, but then it goes through meeting Anne Boleyn and the affair with Mary, and it follows her story. Personally, I am obsessed with historic fiction like this, especially all the Tudor times in the War of the Roses story, and Philippa Gregory has a fantastic way of describing things, telling the story, and it has the romantic side and the tragic sides. It is fantastic. The White Queen and the War of the Roses is probably my close second to this story as one of my favorites. So I'm potentially going to do a full video about all of the Philippa Gregory books because I adore them so much. But this is a really good one if you're wanting to get started on them. Love it. Number 4 on my list is Mao's Last Dancer. This is a very powerful story about a young man called Li who lives in Chairman Mao's communist China, and he gets chosen to join a ballet school, which is very uncommon for him. He has never danced before in his life, but they see potential in him, and it follows his brutal training, his poverty family, and his opportunity to go and do a summer school in America and join the Houston Ballet Company. And I'm not going to give much away in case you read it, but it goes through a bit of a drama through that and him overcoming a lot of barriers. It is a very inspiring book. You'll cry, you'll laugh, you'll want to get up off of your seat and make something of yourself. It's very beautiful. This is very important to me and close to my heart because, ooh, that's his family there. Look, oh, he's got 7 brothers, but he signed it for me, which is very special, and he actually lives in Melbourne now with his family, so this is a very powerful book. It's quite a thick, chunky one, and it's got photos all through it, through the center of it, and it is a true story, which is always really important to read. So Highly recommend this. I've read this quite a few times and I adore it. Definitely look into this one. And number 5, my last 5 to Thrive book is Mastering Your Mean Girl by Melissa Ambrosini. Oh, this is such a good book. It's a self-development book. It is just filled with a wealth of knowledge. I could not recommend Melissa Ambrosini any higher if I tried to. She is a phenomenal life coach, wellness coach, Australian girl. She has just overcome so many incredible things. This book has, do a little flick through. Where are we? It's just a gorgeous book anyway. It is filled with the most beautiful pictures, little worksheets and tips that you can do, but her main message is mastering your mean girl, which is the negative voice in your head, and choosing love over fear. This is definitely a book that I want to do a full video on because there are so many nuggets of wisdom in it, but please look into her. She is absolutely fantastic. Probably my favorite thing about this book is that she not only gives you practical things that you can do to improve your life and to thrive and to be your best self, but she also touches on her darker sides that she's been through and the trials and tribulations that she's had to overcome, which I personally think is really, really important to share, because a lot of the time we see these beautiful people who are doing so well and it's quite intimidating, but she touches on the time that she was in hospital and she's been through all these horrific things and she had to build and work hard and overcome them, and I think that's really important to know about her, and she's very honest and open about that. So I adore her. Look into this book. It is a must-have. Look how cute she is. Oh, she's so cute. So those were my top 5 to Thrive book recommendations. I hope you guys loved them as much as I do, and please let me know if you have read any of them before or if you're planning to read some of them. So just to recap, Mastering Your Mean Girl by Melissa Ambrosini. We've got Mayo's Last Dancer by Cunxin. I may be butchering his name, I do apologize. The Other Boleyn Girl by Philippa Gregory. Little Women by Louisa May Alcott, classic. And my Kindle, but filled with Harry Potter wonderfulness. So that is it for my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video and subscribe to my channel. When I hit 100 subscribers, I'm going to launch a Thrive Facebook page. So please subscribe and share this with your friends. And I will see you guys later. Bye! I'm so thankful to have you guys on board. No. Books. Oh, it's just so delicious. Anyone else a Ravenclaw out there? Let me know in the comments down below. Oh, why can't I do this today? It's just so lovely. I can't do this, can I? It's just a bucket of inspiration, really.